This one's kind of interesting. So, longtime Browns beat reporter Tony Grossi, with a different name to throw out as a possible Browns bridge quarterback.
Tony's Daniel Jones tweet yesterday was aggregated into multiple stories across the internet this morning.
I said he was playing poorly. I said he's playing himself into contention to be the Browns' next transition quarterback.
Oh.
He's an intriguing guy, believe it or not. Not to just commit to and invest in.
Take a flyer on.
Very prominent national TV analyst I talked to is very bullish on Daniel Jones being out of New York
and doing better.
Reclaiming.
Tony, we all know change of scenery means a lot to a lot of these guys.
I think Stefanski could win with Daniel Jones, by the way. I mean, not win a championship.
His type of quarterback.
Casey, I mean, if it's 1 year, 2 years, $10 million, because he's playing his way out of the big money. I mean, he's going to end up being a flyer type of guy.
I'm out on Daniel Jones. I can't talk myself. I can't.
And I'm not saying give him the gig. I'm saying bring him in and see if you can if you can get a competent. And again, that would be more of the we're rebuilding kind of thing.
Yeah, and Tony said a statement there. He said, "I think Kevin Stefanski could win with him, not a championship, but could win." Well, we've seen that. We've seen him bring multiple quarterbacks in who they can win with. But not win because of, but you can get by. Daniel Jones might fit that bill. But me and Brad Ward did a exercise on All Eyes on Cleveland where we literally looked at every backup in the league and potential free agent and kind of just guys you'd be willing to take dart throws on or guy maybe you could sneak a trade here or there. It's slim pickings out there. If you guys are hoping just for a savior. But see, what you've seen in the league recently is you've seen quarterbacks who were once, first-round picks. Their team gives up on them. They end up on another team or maybe a team after that, and they kind of have a resurgence. And you've seen a little bit of that. Now, some of that is fool's gold, and some of it actually takes hold. If you look at Geno Smith out in Seattle, I'm sure the people in Seattle weren't pumped when they signed Geno Smith. It was like, oh, here we go again. But then you see a guy who actually the light comes on, they get it, they can lead the team. All of a sudden, you're getting double-digit wins, and you can feel good about that guy going forward. But that also, you're also always kind of looking to replace that guy long term. So you might end up in a situation like that. But this is kind of the same situation we're in with Jameis right now.
Yep.
Was once thought of as the number one recruit in the country, Heisman winner, national champion, number one overall pick, falls from grace, could never come to prominence in New Orleans, so taking a shot on him. So you're kind of in that mold right now. So if you want to continue to bring guys of that ilk in until you find your long-term starter, it is what it is. I would just have a hard time wrapping my arms around a Daniel Jones.
Yeah, no, I can't argue with that. I mean, Sam Darnold, who, I know he threw 3 interceptions, and Baker Mayfield come to mind. Those were guys that were taken high in the draft, didn't work out first and second stops, and have started to play better.